Hi, Ethan.
Hi.
Want to watch me play some Blood Bowl?
Yeah, alright.
Okay. Don't have to be don't have to be over ecstatic or anything. Just
No, I'm, I'm pumped because it's high elves and they got silly hats.
they do. And it also marks the last team we haven't played. So after this game, every race should have been played against the Changers at least once, or something is wrong with my op in the thread, and it shouldn't be. As you can see, I'm the lower ranked team here, but I could only afford some babes.
That's good though.
Which
You like babes.
I do like babes. I don't really expect him to do much since I'm chaos and he's high elves, and I want to punish his guys. I haven't really, to be honest, played much high elf. No, I haven't played against high elves that much, and I haven't played as high elves that much either. They're one of those teams. They're kind of like the humans. By the way, I'm trying to decide if I want to receive or kick here, and since my plan going in is to punch the shit out of his guys because their armor value 8 and 7, I decide to kick. For some reason, I'm not really sure why, but well, I'm sure why that was my reasoning, but we'll see how it goes. But as I was saying, high elves are, I don't know, for me they've never been one of my favorite elf teams. I find myself playing pro elf a lot, and I find myself playing dark elf a lot when I want to be a bit bashier. I almost never play wood elves because ugh. And high elves just seem like, to me, when I'm picking a team, they seem like they're not as good at throwing the ball as the pro elves.
Nope.
And they're not as bashy as the dark elves.
Nope.
So why pick them?
Exactly.
Um,
Right, so that's our commentary done for high elves. Shall we go home?
yeah, I think we're done.
They're worse than all the other elves.
There's a reason they made the pro elves and wanted to get rid of the high elves. I get a bit lucky and get a blitz. I'd say this is probably how I would play elves as well. You want to go on one flank and just try to beat the shit out of everyone. Well, no, what am I saying? You want to go on one side and hope to get a numerical advantage. That's what I meant, nothing else.
Look at him. Look at him standing there.
Yeah, having movement 8 is
He's
real good.
So ridiculous. Look at him.
Vince meant go for it, not as good.
Not even the first turn and you're already down a reroll.
Yeah. But, and this is kind of like where Blitz also comes to bite you in the ass. I've got a guy on the board, which is really good. But now,
He's on his own.
my defense is kind of off-kiltered a bit. I mean, yes, I've got a nice flank on the right-hand side. And I've got 3 strong Chaos Warriors in the middle. But, I mean, if he breaks through, I don't really have much else. But it's one of those things where you... My feeling when it comes to Blitz, if it's early on, you should always go for it. Try and capitalize as much as possible. If he manages to score, he's probably going to score early. And I'm still going to have a chance to beat the shit out of him later. Yeah. And I mean, I caught the ball.
So now that one guy of his at the back has got to deal with Hadwick.
Yeah, Principal Ross. By the way, I don't think I've properly introduced the high elf skill I'm playing. I'm playing Plutonic Cheddar's Principals. And they're a pretty standard high elf team, in the sense that they've got good skills for what they have, and he does have a lot of guard. He's got
Yeah.
four players with guard. Out of which, let's see, I think he's got at least 2 catchers with guard.
Yep.
Number 12 and number 8. And then he's got guard on his blitzer, number 1, Principal McWicker, which also has an agility increase, and an armor value decrease. So I'm planning on punching him as much as possible. And he's got it on, I'm guessing that's Line Elf.
Yeah.
Freaking French names on the rosters. Horrible. Who do they think they are, Cyanide? Frenchy speakers.
Yeah,
All of them.
they're awful. Awful.
Awful. Unfortunately, Mr. Hadwick couldn't stand the heat, so he got out of the kitchen, and now they're insulting me by doing passes.
Yeah. Really short ones as well, not even the big fancy ones.
Yeah. I mean, I guess he managed to knock down 2 of my Chaos Warriors, which kind of show off how good guard can be. He does have a strength increased catcher as well, which is number 13. That's the guy holding the ball, by the way. Which is annoying. That's really far.
Yeah, that is really far.
Which, like I mentioned, is one of the drawbacks of playing against a team that's a bit faster than you are. His catchers have movement 8, his blitzers have movement 7. Lineouts are 6, so the throwers, I think, yes. And I mean, my fast player is on the other side of the pitch.
Yeah.
So I can't really do much. But, but then again, I'm not too worried at this point, since if he scores early, I have a lot of time to try and score on him. I wanna end this half with 1-1. I mean, it would be nicer if I got more touchdowns, but at least 1-1. And if I do that, I'm good. And here I'm showing off how far it is to actually go anywhere. So I need to make a few dodges to get there. And I'm trying my best at the same time, if I get lucky and actually manage to knock him down, to cover up as many of his other players as possible.
Yeah.
He can easily dodge away, but still, any die rolled is bad news for him and good news for me, and vice versa. Which is why this is gonna sting a bit. Oh, that doesn't work.
Gotta
Can't
do a
reach
dodge
him that
to
way.
blitz him, yeah.
Yeah. And I have to dodge into a tackle zone with
Yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
So let's do something more important first. Is that catcher only has a guard.
That's what we
And
want.
now, yeah,
How many spares does he even have? Let's see.
I think he's
He's got 2. Yeah.
I think he's only got 1, because you can see one guy standing on the sideline there. Number 3. It might be that one of them is actually out for the game and it's not shown on the rosters, because I cut that off.
Yeah, could be.
Unfortunately, I didn't manage to knock him down, even though I tried to re-roll it. So I've wasted 2 re-rolls, and now all he has to do is dodge away and score.
But does give you 6 turns to
Yeah.
get it back. Hopefully his guy won't recover.
Now here's something I wouldn't do. I mean, 13. He's got strength 4, and Steve doesn't really have anything. But even if he was to manage to knock him down, he wouldn't have
dodge anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I get it from the sense that you want to punch a guy, but no.
It could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah. And I guess that's one reason to pick High Elves. They got those cheerleaders.
But
Look at that guy.
But they're the worst ones. Wood elves have got, you know, jiggle physics.
Yeah.
Dark elves have got jiggle physics and whips.
Yeah.
Pro elves, well,
I don't even remember what they have.
it's because
I'm sure it's good.
It's because you're too busy looking at the amazing team.
Well, yeah, they're usually amazing.
And then these guys just have bad hats and capes.
And thongs.
Excellent. Just they're good because they're elves, but like they're not as fancy at passing as pro elves, and they're not as good as the insane plays as wood elves, and they're not as good at the punching and running.
I was gonna say they're kind of to me they're like the humans in that regard. Yeah. I mean they're a really solid team, and you can make a really good team out of them. It's just that they're kind of, for lack of a better word, bland.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who should hold on to the ball. Oh, and I don't think it showed very well when I sped up the start there, how I place my players. But my plan is to surf number 6.
Yeah.
Because my number 2 is Mr. Fister. He's got Frenzy. The cow has Frenzy as well. So I'm planning on moving him 2 squares to the left, then hitting him with Ragnar to move him 1 more square, and then blitz with the cow.
Yeah.
Because if I don't blitz with the cow, I'm not going to get Juggernaut, and I want Juggernaut, so... And then that fucked up.
And then you just killed him instead.
Not even.
Well, at least he's fallen over. This is actually quite a tough game, thinking about it, because armor 8 isn't bad, so you can't really punch them. And
nope.
Being as elfy as the changes are, they're not as elfy as actual real elves. Yeah.
I think that the hardest thing for me here is the fact that he does have 4 guard pieces.
Yeah.
And that means he can actually go toe to toe with me and knock down a lot of my Chaos Warriors. So I can't really bunch up too much. I mean, I'm still going to be better at it than him, but say if you compare his bashy game to my elf game, he's better at bashing than I am at elfing.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I'm really counting on, or I'm hoping to knock out a few of his players early, because even though elves can score quite easily with less players,
he won't be able to punch.
Yeah.
Wait, does he have anyone with... No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have a leap guy. And I'm trying to number 10 for those that don't remember. Shame on you. That's Ragnar. So I'm having him up there just as a threat. I don't plan on passing to him and having him run away and score like this early. I plan on playing a boring dwarf game for a few turns. And here Plutonic Cheddar shows off a really decent elf... what's the word I'm looking for? Screen.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, as you can see, there's tackle zones almost everywhere. Well, there are tackle zones everywhere I need to go. So if I want to advance, I need to punch a hole somewhere, and I can only do that with 1 blitz. And the rest of the pitch is pretty much off limits to me.
Well, you could always move backwards.
Yeah, I could. I don't really want to.
No. Like, your only options are the sidelines, and you are so
Yeah.
slow you can pretty much just get to the sidelines and then shoved out. So it's not.
Ah.
No, that's okay. He's
It's
dodgy.
yeah, but he's got mighty blow. I want to punch him. But yeah, so my plan is to take a sideline and claim it as my own.
Reasonable.
Thank you. That's my middle name when it comes to playing Blood Bowl.
Adequate.
Reasonable.
Reasonable, adequate.
Yes. And I've just figured out that I can't move as safely as far as up as I want to.
Yeah.
So gonna go stand next to the sideline. Have a good time.
Oh, he's pretty secure.
Yeah, they can get next to him with a blitz if they want to, but not really.
And Ragnar's
Yeah.
just there in the middle, and the cow too. Like, they're both things to deal with.
Yeah, let's move Ragnar away from there. So now they have to decide who they want to go for. And the easy answer is Ragnar. So I'm hoping he puts a few guys next to Ragnar and the cow. So I can move my own guys up a few more squares.
And as spread out as his screen is, it does mean that a lot of his players are really out of position now.
Yeah, true, but also I think most of them can actually reach like the edge of my cage, or what you want to, whatever you want to call it. But as soon as he puts guys next to, oh, poor Ragnar. As soon as he puts guys next to my guys, I'm gonna punch his guys.
Yeah.
Because I've got Chaos Warriors all along the line.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, that's standard elf screen in there.
Yeah.
Dodge a man away, put him in the way. Now the cage can't move very far at all.
Yeah, Plutonic Cheddar is playing he's playing it really well, but he's playing a standard elf defense game. The only one who's deviating from the set out formula is my fucking team being all wrong.
Yeah, as they are.
Yeah.
Look, he fell for the trick and he's going to kill the cow.
Yay!
Excellent.
Plan worked.
And that just leaves everyone else to, I don't know, go in the middle, get swamped. But I've got good feelings about the cow doing something. Look at it, the classic off screen. That's as far as you can go.
Yeah. And this is like the tricky bit, because you need to figure out where you need to put your guys for them to be most effective, because my cage, he's not getting into my cage. But at the same time, I'm not punching his guys enough.
Yeah.
Which is a problem for me. And here I'm trying to decide if I want to leave that elf there on his own, because Mr. Hadwick should really be further up, just looking ominous. Gonna punch a guy with tackle. And I knocked him out, because that's costly.
No, he's really hurt. But yeah, at the moment, this is... I don't want to say it's in, like, elf control, but at the moment, they're in charge of what's happening on the field.
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, I'm not really trying. I'm not trying to do something to get out of it. because at this point I don't really mind the screen since it's turn 4. I don't want to score until turn 7.
Yeah, you don't want to give him
Yeah.
4 turns to score again.
So rather at this point I'm trying. I want to at the same time keep to one side because I reckon I've got frenzy on a few players and he's got a lot of dodge and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that I can later on maybe move a few of his players down and have a nice time crowd surfing them.
Yeah.
Oh, poor cow. He didn't deserve that.
I told you I had a good feeling about the cow doing something.
Getting stunned.
Yeah. It's okay though, because
Yeah.
in 2 turns, he'll get up and one of those guys
Yeah.
next to him's totally surfed.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, my plan has already worked at this point because he put his number 6, you can't see right now, but he put his number 6, which is Principal Carter, next to Mr. the Fister. Which is bad news for that guy because I can frenzy him down to the open square next to 13.
And then he can
Steve,
surf him.
and then Steve can surf him.
Well, he can try. Fucking Steve.
Fucking Steve, he's a asshole. No one likes him. He smells.
He didn't even stop the elf throw-in that they did.
I know.
He didn't do nothing.
I mean, that's his job. That's his job, Ethan.
If only there was a way to make him good at interceptions as well. That didn't involve giving him like really long legs and pass block. And making him a bad player.
We could give him agility.
Nah, not Steve.
Grumble Goat ruining it for everyone. I'm moving this guy away because I don't need more assists from the elves.
Yeah.
And fucking Mr. the Fister is not doing his job.
He's too good at knocking him down now.
Yeah.
This is awful.
And now there's a guy standing next to Set. Well,
Yeah.
lying down next to Set, which is unacceptable. Unacceptably, as they wouldn't say in Spanish.
No, they would definitely say that. Are you gonna kick him and hopefully get rid of him?
Well,
Because
good enough.
good enough, yeah. And now you can, now you can move up a square. Slowly moving forward.
Yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race. The race to be
And
last.
I mean, I haven't even blitzed yet.
Yeah. Oh, number 12's got guard, doesn't he?
Let's. He might very well
Yeah,
have.
he does. Otherwise, you could totally surf 11.
Check that out.
That's slick.
Yeah, that's Ragnar. He's good at that. I'm not sure why I didn't blitz there. It's kind of odd. I could have blitzed with Koselek.
It's because you're saving it for the cow. He's gonna.
Yeah, but he. Okay. So at this point, I'm just like, yes, put more guys next to the line, because I feel I haven't been keeping up with my crowd surfing policy.
Yeah. There's actually been very few blocks at all from either side.
Yeah. But like you said earlier, he's controlling the pitch very well. I mean, I'm holding on to the ball, but he's counting on the fact that if I want to score, as it stands now, I need to make a whole bunch of dodges.
Yeah.
Well, not like how it stands right now, but
You've got to roll a lot of dice to make things happen.
Yeah. And I really want to get rid of this guy since he's got agility, but it's just not happening for me. So I'm pushing him away instead. And I need some assist here. But,
See, it's happening.
yeah.
And now you fall down.
That's the plan.
Warrior of Nutrition, another good job.
Look at that, Mr. Hatter.
Number 11. What did number 11 have? Dodge a block.
Everything.
Just a standard lodging man, but
Yeah.
that's pretty much this team's worst nightmare is an elf with dodge and block.
Yeah. It's not good times at all. The only one that can do anything about that kind of thing is Kozilek.
Yeah. And as good as he is, he can't do it to all of them at once.
Yeah.
Look at that sleepy cow, that poor sleepy cow.
Yeah. Let's stand him up.
Yeah! Look at him. He's happy.
Yeah. I'm a bit too bunched up here. But then again, I mean, it's one of those things where he can crowd surf me if he wants to at this point. But what am I saying? It's one of those things where I kind of have to have a lot of guys there as well, so I can punch a way through without having to, because I've only got one blitz. Ah, poor skull poker. That's not nice at all.
But this is just going to be a horrible chain of crowd pushes until there's only one guy left on the field.
Yes. And the odd thing is, he used his number 13.
Yeah.
Which is his strength guy. And I can easily just jump up with Hadwick and knock him out. And he knocked out Skull Poker, which has, at this point, he's only got Wrestle.
Yeah, he's...
So I'm not sure if that was actually...
I
mean, I would have at least tried to dodge away.
In terms of...
But I'm not sure if he had the
usefulness
movement
of player
or not.
and how much they cost in team value, it's not an even trade at all.
No. Well, maybe he's planning to foul Hadwick. That makes it a bit trickier. But yeah, people are a bit too...
It's all got a bit close now.
Yeah. And now I need to use set to punch a guy.
Well, he's out of the way.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Goodbye. Yes. But yeah, my guys are a bit they shouldn't be that close, because he can, when they're like that, I'm not sure if he missed it last round, but he could have crowd surfed like a whole bunch of my guys,
yeah,
from just like Shane pushing. Well, maybe not a whole bunch, but maybe a few perhaps.
If you don't separate them now, he'll definitely do it next turn.
Yeah.
He's in position to do some damage. Well, it's spread the guys out at least.
Yeah.
See, that's exactly who the cow likes to punch. Guys with no real skills.
Yes.
Just like, accurate.
Okay, I feel like I need to move Ragnar out as well. Because I've got Mr. Hadwick up there, but he's probably going to punch him unless he's going for the ball. So I need to move him up.
That's a lot of dodges.
Yeah, and I think I miscalculated because I don't think that's enough. That's...
Oh, Ragnar.
He's not dying on me.
Well,
I love that guy.
he is the best.
Yeah.
But oh.
And also, he's since I haven't got Mikey, if I don't have Ragnar, I've only got like one catcher, which isn't enough.
Yeah.
And if you do apothecary someone with a badly hurt, they come back. So he's going to be back next half, which is good news for me. Ow. Because now Mr. Hadwick's out.
Yeah. Good decision you made there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well,
To get
he's
rid of
only
Mike.
badly hurt, so yes, he was.
So he's safe now. But
Yeah.
we're back down to one catcher. That's better than none.
Yeah.
And a dead Ragnar.
Okay. Okay, let's do the important bit first. Let's stand that guy up. Let's punch that guy. Because that means all I have to do now is blitz, dodge away with set and then blitz.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I do this. Because I've forgotten number 10 up there, and I figure if I blitz this guy, Seth won't have to dodge. Which is not true, since that guy has sidestep.
And now he'll have to do 1,000,000 dodges.
Yes. So, that was really annoying while I was doing it, because I figured it out as soon as the sidestep got up. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait. Because I didn't even have that planned until it was like one of the spur of the moment things where like, oh, I could do this. Because I've got a blitz, and I realized, no, I have to use that blitz for set. So, now, kind of fucked. But I can take it out on this guy.
Yeah.
And I even broke his jaw.
So yeah.
It doesn't do anything for the cow since he's not getting any SPP, but I
Makes you
knocked
feel
out one of
better.
his... Yes!
And that's like his thrower, his big thrower.
Yeah. His sure hand, strong arm, accurate pass, save thrower. Which is like, I don't think you can get much better than that.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna have to do this.
This can happen.
I mean, I've got a reroll,
Excellent.
but I mean, at least I'm like, it doesn't feel that bad because I know that regardless of if I had the blitz, I would have still failed that dodge, or at least that's what I tell myself
Yeah.
when I cry myself to sleep at night. And that's the first half.
Solid.
Thanks.